It's training camp season, and today we're looking at the Tennessee Titans, getting a good look at Treylon Burks. We're going to watch him work through some drills, catch some balls, everything else. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're talking about these players every day. We're looking at these prospects, these young guys, these rookies, what they're doing behind the scenes at practice. The guy coming back from injury, you want to see if he's got that pop in the step. Kind of like Treylon Burks, kind of like how he's doing right now behind the scenes. Click that button right now. Stop missing out. But Treylon Burks has been doing things in camp, and they're saying he's looking good. They're saying he's looking good, saying he's got more pop in his step, looking quicker, getting in and out of breaks. The thing about this is we got a lot of competition here at the wide receiver spot with the Titans. Tyler Boyd, wide receiver 3. You got Ridley. You got DeAndre Hopkins. We're later into his career now. We're not a young buck in the system anymore. We're not in year 1, year 2 anymore. Now it's time to step it up. But now the fact is, it sounds like he's having a good camp. That's a pretty one right there. Ball's coming in. Is it enough? Is it enough? I think he can give a good return on investment or good value. Not return on investment because it was first round pick, but a good value. Used in larger sets, 4 or 5 wide receiver sets, drag routes, later in games, getting you yards after the catch if you need it, trying to get those splash plays. I would not keep trying to push him downfield. I would try to use him like he was used more in Arkansas. More drag routes, slants, shorter posts, skinny posts, all that stuff over the middle. Just trying to get him in situations where you can use that size-adjusted athleticism, what people were salivating over during the draft process, to allow him to win on the field. And that may not equate to fantasy production, but if you're going to have him on the 53, that's probably the best way to implement him, especially with the talent you already have on the roster. Tyler Boyd is very nuanced, very technical. It's going to be really hard for a guy like Treylon Burks to beat him out. I think overall, for him to max out, it's for him to really sell out and maybe move on elsewhere. And that may not happen. So if he ever gets his opportunity to play for another team, because I feel like the coaching staff's out on him. They keep bringing in other people. They just keep doing that. They keep saying, hey, with those moves that we need to upgrade, we need to get better. And for them to say that, they have to look at what they got and say, hey, it's not living up to what we want. It's not up to standard. So for him to really maximize his upside, might need to go to another team. But he's going to have to play well through training camp and every opportunity. And then when he gets to that other team, he's going to have to ball out. But for the Titans, if you're a Titans fan watching this, I believe in those larger packages underneath, short to intermediate, with the ability to get yards after the catch, with his size-adjusted athleticism, he can hold value for you guys in those regards. I think from a fantasy football terms, I think that might be over in this situation, unless the other wide receivers are talking about DeAndre Hopkins and Calvin Ridley, the injury bug starts coming out and biting you guys, and he starts getting his opportunity and ramps up, because he can make plays, but he makes plays in training camp every year. He sure does. We have highlight packages from him from the last few years. I will say this about Burks, though. Good size-adjusted athleticism here. Good speed for his size. Tough to tackle in the open field. You get him one-on-one over the middle, and everything's spread out. You got him space. You find him when he's got separation. You get the ball in his hands. He's going to get you yards after the catch. He's going to get you big plays, and you're going to really want that when you're trailing or at the end of games, when you're pushing a ball downfield, when you're trying to be in 2-minute drills, and everyone's trying to cover your top wide receivers and Ridley and DeAndre Hopkins. Maybe that's what you want out of this, and you would love that. And that may equate to like 30, 40 catches, 25, 30, I don't know. But those splash moments is huge. It's huge. That could allow you to win some games. Overall, for him to be a fantasy football asset, we got to turn it on. We got to turn it on even more than this. We got to really blow the top off on everything. Not a bad day, not a bad moment. And then if it doesn't work out here, when you go to your next spot, you got to rip it instantly for him to be a fantasy asset. It's not like there's a never. It's just that's what's in the cards. Every day that goes by without him climbing the depth chart, without him really making a significant impact, really adds more to the odds against him. But when we look at him, a great athlete, good upside here. We do have an injury history. We have a slow start. We do have a well that we can tap into when it comes to talent. Definitely could see that. There's upside here. And you notice I'm always like positive. Even though like with the player, I'm like, hey, this is more realistic output here. The positive here is that size and speed you can't teach. Over the middle is nasty, and you can use that in certain situations. Fantasy-wise, though, it's an uphill climb, but it's possible. We've seen it very few times, but it's happened. Treylon Burks, though, upside's there. He's looking good in camp from what has been noted. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.